Because of how she said it.
Yeah.
She has to, brand that real good.
Hey, this is Chicken. How you guys doing?
Yeah.
How you doing? Huh? We haven't received. Listen, have you gotten a dinner invite or anything like that?
Not today.
Yeah.
Yesterday I had a lunch invite.
Where's someone send us in some dinner, would you?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Taking a break or anything.
Yeah, water, anything.
I mean, water. No.
We did good yesterday without anything, didn't we?
Right.
Give me 5.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
All right.
All right. So our next special guest. I can't
Dekesha
read.
Williams.
Yes.
Dekesha. Oh, there we go. All right. Hi, Dekesha.
Hello. How are you?
Good. You look very fashionable.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yes, she does.
Very
Well,
nice.
you know,
Yes.
since without Rene,
Oh, you're so kind. You're so
Thank you,
colorful
thank
and
you.
vibrant and
Hey.
powerful.
you know, it's summer and no more rain, sunshine. So I felt like being bright today.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yes.
PNC brought the sunshine. It was
It
raining for a
did.
month.
Exactly, 40
Right.
days.
Where are you from?
I'm from Richmond, Virginia.
Are you?
I am.
Okay.
I'm from Richmond,
About 2
Virginia.
hours away. About
Pretty
12
much.
Yeah,
1 hour, 45 minutes to be exact from Nashville.
What?
You've been to several PNCs.
This is
Haven't
my
you?
second one,
Okay.
actually.
Why am I thinking? Well, your first one was when?
It was last year in
It was
Dallas.
last year in Dallas. Okay.
And I sat in the front row of yours and
Yeah.
Georgia's.
That's why. Good memory.
Well, I remember you being there. I'm thinking there's been more, but I remember last year.
Yes.
But all right, so let's share with the audience what you do, the scope of what you do.
So I'm Dekesha Williams of Visions Consulting, and I am a business strategist, and I really focus on the operational infrastructure of six-figure businesses. So what I do is I help them to put the infrastructure in place so that they can expand. A lot of times businesses they reach capacity, and they just can't go above that benchmark because they don't have the bandwidth.
Well, tell us how you would go about doing that. Say just for up and coming, what did you call it, emerging business?
Emerging business?
Yeah.
Well, for emerging businesses, what we typically start out doing is a strategic plan, what we call a profit plan. I actually help them put together a strategic plan on how they're going to generate revenue. I'm that one that comes and talks about the financial statements
That's
that
important.
people never want to talk about. I'm the numbers. Like, no one wants to talk about the cash flow, the income statements. Like, oh, God, no, that's me. I'm coming straight for your books. So it's all about understanding what revenue streams that you have in your business to help you generate profit. Because at the end of the day, what do we want to do?
Profit.
Can you work with anyone anywhere? I mean, how,
Virtually?
Virtually, yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you do that? I mean,
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, that's one of your business strategies is to
Yes.
expand through virtual.
So 2 of my top clients, one is located here and the other is located in Tampa.
Oh,
Nice.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So I literally operate as a virtual COO of their organization.
Yeah. You have an accounting background and all that, or
I actually have a
finance?
an
Finance.
MBA in
An
finance.
MBA in finance.
Oh, nice.
You can tell.
Yeah.
I do.
wanted to ask you something about the virtual versus physical.
Yes.
When you have, you have 2 tops, so I mean, if that's the top people, right?
Yes.
So do you have to and feel like you should visit, them every now and then to keep it at least a little warm and fuzzy, or is that not required?
It depends. It depends on the client because the client in Maryland I actually do training and facilitating for. So I do have to come on location to actually conduct the training. Even though the training can be virtual, I actually enjoy the interaction.
Yeah.
I
can tell that you
I
like
worked
that.
in retail
Yeah.
for 20 years. Like I started when I was 16 at Paramount Schemes Dominion.
Oh,
Yes, that was my first management job.
that's a lot of fun too, see?
So, to 2 o'clock in the morning. So it was, I have the enjoyment of interacting with the clients. So, but with my Tampa client, we meet once a quarter. And so we meet 3 times a week virtually and talk about the strategies. I give out the marching orders for the team. I manage probably a 10-member team now. They went from 2 at the beginning of the year to 10 members now.
That's great.
So I oversee that process, and I can do that virtually.
I don't think there's anything more important than what you offer for small businesses because
Absolutely.
after the idea, no,
but yeah, seriously.
they absolutely fall down because of lack of infrastructure. And I mean, it's really. How do you give me a sense about how you charge? You charge like a retainer, like how
There is a retainer.
Yeah.
So for a top client like that, it's in between, $1,000 to $2,000 per month, or a flat rate over the year.
Right.
And that's to bring in my team.
But you work with them on that. You talk to them and you make an
yeah,
evaluation, like based on this.
Again, you got to know your budget.
Yeah, right. And they don't. That's the
And
one
they
thing
don't know it. So, and then there's a rate for training. So there's a special rate for training if I have to come in and train. So that's how it's done, because I am looked upon as a contracted COO. So, but it's a part-time because I work with multiple clients, and you can only take about capacity 3 or 4 at that level.
So what would be the duration, the average duration of your COO virtual experience with a company that you've taken on board?
2 years. So 2 years, you should be in a position where I should be able to transfer the entire process back over to you.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So within, and honestly, with the client that I'm working with now, we've seen just by implementing one program into his business, he's actually generated 6 figures in the first 6 months.
So walk me through the laundry list of things that are covered. When you come in there to take over the infrastructure of their business, just name those areas that you're covering.
So what we did was I flew down into Tampa, and literally we have to, you literally have to just give me all your dirty laundry, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay.
So all your revenue streams, where's all of your money coming from, right? So once you put that in that bucket, then we need to talk about where you spending your money and allocating your money. So all the expenses. What are some of the ideas that you want to implement, but you have not been able to implement because you're at capacity? So that's future revenue, right? And so we look at that, and then we put together a strategic plan on a time frame in which we can implement those projects. And that's, I mean, it's just a brain dump is what you probably heard in the industry. So that's what we literally spent 48 hours of brain dumping.
Wow.
And strategizing on 6 different strategies or 6 different streams of revenue, because 80% of their revenue comes from one entity right now. And so if that crashes, there's your business.
Right.
So you definitely have to find other ways to generate revenue.
So
80% is large.
Yeah. You know all of their secrets.
Oh,
so they can't fool you. They can look like they're successful out here, but you know what you need to do to turn it
talk
around.
about pulling back the curtain. and there's no, you know, we laugh, but there's no judgment, because I need to know what's going on so I can
in
fix
order to
it.
help. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm sitting here thinking of one of our clients that we've got. We have a program. George and I have a program called it's the FraserNetInnerCircle.com, and we've changed it tremendously. And in that, we have people who are building great businesses and really ramping themselves up. But the concern is their infrastructure. So I have to absolutely get your card.
Absolutely.
Because I see there's some people I can think of right away that I want to just do a connection
that's
once you guys start
huge.
talking, because that's a great service that you're offering.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great service that you're offering.
And that's
how can
the
people
great,
reach you?
great Kim Yancey.
I've actually spoken on their platform in Richmond about the process and eWomen Network. It was the kickoff for January. Wonderful. So I love the eWomen Network. So absolutely. But you can contact me, Dekesha Williams. You can visit our site at visionsconsulting.com. Our tribe are the #profit producers. So it's all about generating profit.
That's great.
So you can find us at www.profitproducersmovement.com. That's www.profitproducermovement.com.
That's great.
So we have a tribe of over 700 in a Facebook group of profit producers.
That's great.
I have a feeling a lot of people have jotted your information down, because that is just like Kim said, very, very important.
It's invaluable. And the problem is they're trying to hire somebody and then they don't have the quite right credentials or something, but you're already doing it.
I've done it, and it's funny, really quick before we close, my spiritual gift was administration, and I always thought it was like an administrative assistant. And I was like, what? No. Until I realized that it was serving and organizing, which is the gift of administration.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Wow, who just said that? So, our guests are so like-minded, aren't they, Kim?
Yeah.
They're saying the same things.
It's amazing. So thank you.
Takesha, great. So make sure give me your card again.
Absolutely.
So make sure I have that.
Me as well, please.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'll become a client.
Thanks so much.
But something I really do want to underscore, to the importance to all of you, is that this is what think about the last 8 interviews we've done.
Yeah.
Well, those last 8 people could be at your table while you're here. I mean, it just works like that.
Yeah.
Or you're bumping into there isn't one person that you bump into here that doesn't bring something special to your table.
That's true.
You know what
Wow,
I mean?
yes.
A friendship to ideas to connections. It's just
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you
All right,
so
Dekesha.
much.
No, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Have a good one.
Well, you know, Kim, I passed her at least 7 to 10 times
Right.
during the past 2 days
Yeah.
and never knew what she was offering.
Great.